she goes.
Just have your 45 minutes.
Just made it to Cleef, or Camp Lockett, something, an equestrian facility. Staying here tonight. All the tents are over down in the background. Mine is the third Durston, or second Durston from the front. It's a cool little place. They're gonna do like a little talk at like 6 to kind of give you a primer on the PCT and just some water management for the desert, elevation sickness, those kinds of things. Good group of people. Took the shuttle down, grabbed a sandwich, ate half of it. I'll eat the other half before bed. And yeah, just kind of settling for the night. It's warm. It's not supposed to get too cool tonight, so it should be good sleeping weather. I have already lost 2 things. So my little silicone wedding ring that just fell off my finger. It's just a cheapo, so not really a big deal, but I would have liked to have had it. And my weed pen. So yeah, we'll see how well I sleep. But yeah, and if you look over just past this truck, you can see the border wall, and then we'll be headed down there to start in the morning. All right, that's it for now. Just touched the border wall, and we're off. It's really nice last night, actually. It slept pretty decently. There were a whole bunch of coyotes. Hi! Hey. Lots of people. Slept pretty well. Got down to about 40. It's a little chilly getting up, but I got up pretty early, like 5. I think it's like 7 now, just kind of getting on their way, I had to wait for the PCTA folks to get my hang tag. Now we're just walking. Yep. Lots more to go. Okay, so about 5 minutes in, 5 miles in for day one. Just filled up with 4.5 liters of water because might have been a little snowier in the Sierra, but it's apparently going to be a dry one in the desert. So we're carrying a lot of water. But so far so good. It's really pretty. Seen lots of little lizards, some snakes. No rattlers or anything yet, thankfully. But yeah, it's all good so far. Got about, I don't know, 6 miles left for the day. And gonna go find some spot to take a lunch later before it gets too hot. It's hot. Time for lunch. Tuna, tortilla, Biscoff, Doritos. It's hot. The wildflowers are really pretty, and the sage along the trail smells really, really good. This morning too, didn't video or anything last night. I was kind of tired. There's a lot of people around, so didn't want to be weird. At least I'll have plenty of other opportunities for that. Got my Thai coffee and breakfast essentials. Got 8.5 miles to Lake Marina. Going to eat some food. Probably camp at Boulder Oaks tonight. And try to get cleaned up a little bit. I am filthy already. That's incredible, the amount of disgusting that I already am. But it was a good night. I slept really well. I think it was maybe only got down to like the low 50s, so it's the perfect weather. But yeah, pretty much all to report this morning. Just walking. Later. Okay, it is like 9:30 and effing hot. Got like a 1,200 foot climb. And, oh, hold on, lizard. See if I can find this little guy. Oh, he ran off. But, burger today. Very excited about this. Let's go. I think that's Lake Marina, way down in that valley over there, beneath that tall peak in the background. This looks like the Land Before Time. It's pretty cool. Hey, friend. Hoo boy. We in the desert. We got probably 1.5 miles to Lake Marina, where there is a malt shop. And I'm gonna eat some food and drink a whole heck of a lot of water. Been carrying about 4 liters, excuse me, a liter for every 4 miles, and then trying to catch up and get ahead a little bit at the water sources. But my pee is thick still. So only going as far as the malt shop today, and it's only about 11 o'clock, but I need to spend some time rehydrating. Some of that might also be with a beer. Oops. Oh well. But it's been a good day so far. Today's climb has been bigger, but it has been relatively easier. It's really because it hasn't been as rocky and everything else like that, but there's a lot of sand, which isn't fun. And it is earlier in the day, so it is not as hot as yesterday. Doing that in the middle of the day was just brutal. And try to pan over slowly. There is Lake Marina. The other thing, we just felt an earthquake. Actually, I didn't really feel it. I heard it, and I thought it was going to be one of the fighters from Miramar. But then I got an alert on my phone from the USGS. Thankfully, they still exist for the moment. But yeah, confirmed it was actually an earthquake and not just fighter jets. It's with a British guy, so he got his first welcome to California. But all right, let me go get this last mile and a half in and eat some food because I am starving. Time me down to the blood blues. All right, made it to Lake Marina, and holy shit. All right, that's really cool. Actually made me tear up a little bit. Keep losing my drawers. So I did some hiker trash laundry in the shower with me at the Lake Marina campground. Got a beer. Had some snacks at the Trail Magic. Went to the malt shop. Got a burger and a Coke and some fries. It was pretty good because I needed to eat that. I did not eat a good chunk of my dinner last night because it's too hot. So getting those extra calories back in, it's a good thing. The rest of the day, I'm just gonna try to hydrate more. I am not getting enough water, that's for sure. But it's a really cool place. There's like an area in the back that's just meant for PCT hikers. You pay $7 and you get to stay for the night. And there's bathrooms. It's like, I don't know, $2 and quarters. You get like a 15-minute shower. Yeah, good spot. I'm happy to get cleaned up. I was surprisingly disgusting, like real gross in just the first couple of days. So get to take care of some of that stuff. And I think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I bet you we get probably quite a bit of condensation coming off the lake, but it's not really any big deal. Came from way over that way today. But yeah, plan for the rest of the night is probably gonna make some dinner and maybe go back to the malt shop, but definitely probably back to the malt shop for breakfast. Yep. All right. Have a good night, y'all. Ranger, what you doing, buddy? Some good dancing, buddy. Get the stick. All right, do it again. Good morning. Day 3 on the PCT. Just leaving Lake Marina. It took me much longer than I want to have gotten ready this morning. It was cold. Everything was wet. And my hands just kept getting cold. But I did already eat first breakfast anyway. Today, I think I'm doing like somewhere between 12 and 16, probably 12. I'm still trying not to overdo it, but didn't sleep the greatest last night. So I'm tired today, but honestly, not to be surprised by. And today is mostly a day of climbing. Shouldn't be anything steep, but just kind of gradual up for the next couple days into Mount Laguna. That's it for right now. I'm tired. Hey, friend. Oh, a little hair. It's a crap load of turkeys. No, it's not going to be in like 45 minutes, but it is cold this morning. I think I got down to about 35. I don't think it froze, but there is definitely frost inside and outside of my tent. So I had to wipe a bunch of that out. Did not want to get up to go pee, but I had to. Man, there's so many of them. This big guy. All of them. More over here. Way more over there that I don't think you can see. But outside of being cold, it is really nice. There's a million dogs around here too. They were doing their big-a-woos very early. But oh well. You know how close they're gonna let me get to them. No? Sorry, I don't speak your language. I probably offended you. Cool view from here. Kind of on, I won't say it's a ridge walk because I'm not on top of anything. It's just kind of going around the side of this mountain. But underneath that one point over there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the trail we came down. We went under the I-8 a while ago. And it's been a long day. I'm about 11.2 in. Was hoping to be about 9.2 in, but I gave myself a detour around Lake Morena, about 2 miles. It was not intentional. I was listening to my book and just kept going. But this is still pretty cool. I got water in another 1.5 miles. And then from there on, I'm basically going to be trying to find somewhere to pitch my tent for the night. It's hot. I was kind of hoping to maybe skip the heat of the day. It's about 2 o'clock today. But I didn't do myself any favors, so we're humping it a little bit farther. Yeehaw, let's go. Hey friend, come on. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Ooh, another little friend. Friend. Alright. At some point, I need to get down there. Because I need water. Got about 1/2 liter left. Whew. It's hot. I'm tired. Today was a day for learning lessons. I don't care how cold that is. I'm getting in it. I don't love this descent down, or the fact that I'm going to be carrying 4 or 5 liters back up, but I'm getting in that. All right, that little dip was pretty great. That little dip back at Kitchen Creek was great. Stayed there probably 20 minutes. I've got 5 liters of water on me for tonight and to get me going in the morning and to get to camp, which is about 1.75 miles away. Check this view out behind me. It's pretty great. Today's been hard, but it's still good. My Garmin, when I was sitting there, decided that it had detected an incident. I was not anywhere near my inReach. I just had my watch on, so I was able to turn it off and hopefully send Nick a message that if she got anything, that I'm fine. I'm not dying, but I don't know what that was about. So for now, disregard any emergency signals, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm hot and I'm hungry and I want to get to camp, get this day over with, and go to bed because I'm tired. And I'm relatively clean since I was able to just get in the water. But yeah, all right, let's hump this water up this hill. It's a cool view. All right, it's about 4:30 and it is finally cooled off a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. And look at this stuff. A little bit of shade. That's a treat. That little dip at Kitchen Creek was like, poles are in the way, was it's clutch. That made me feel so much better. Soaked my hat, soaked my feet, got in. Even if I'm carrying these 5 liters, it's still, it was definitely worth, well, I had to. I needed water for the night because I'll be dry camping tonight, but made it worth it for sure. The last few miles would have been an absolute slog otherwise. Feet feel much better. Core temperatures far lower. Just overall, even a little bit cleaner. At least not so much dust. I had to put sunscreen back on, but it has been not too bad. I think I got just about, that's cool. A little shady spot. Got about just a little bit less than a mile left. No idea where the campsite actually is, but I think it's gonna be cool. I'm starving. I think I might actually be able to eat some dinner tonight, which is gonna be good. All right, morning of day 4. I'm probably about 10 minutes in. I woke up a little bit later today because I ended up doing a couple extra miles than planned, so I thought I'd try to give myself a little bit of extra recovery time this morning. And it's going to be quite a bit cooler today than it has been. So, and I'm only going almost like a little under 10 miles into Mount Laguna, where hopefully I should be able to go to the restaurant that's there for dinner. And, all right, which way is the PCT? Sibbets Flats Campground. I do not want to go that way. I want to go the way that there is the PCT. All right. Yeah, it's a nice morning. Finally, no condensation in the tent, or very minimal compared to the night before. But yeah, slipped. Okay, a little restless, but okay. And feeling pretty good considering did almost, in the end, almost 15 miles. Yeah, another day just climbing up to Mount Laguna. Shouldn't be anything crazy steep, but just plugging away. But this is what we're working with this morning. All right, got about 2 miles until I get into Mount Laguna. I was able to get a room for a night. Gonna split it with a new buddy. And I'm gonna get some food. Going to clean myself and my clothes and my stuff the best I can. And check it out. I'm not used to walking up into the trees. It's usually more of a walk out of them situation. But it's really cool. Smells good. Smells like home. But good day so far. Got probably about 2 hours left. I do need to get to the post office and pick up a box that I have for myself. And then pretty much the rest of the day, I plan on napping, eating, and cleaning. And that's about it. Look at these fuckers. Look how big they are. They're huge. All right, day 5. Headed back down to the Pine Mountain Lodge at Mount Laguna and get some breakfast. Got some extra food that I had in my box that I don't need. I found a spork on trail. See if anybody needs it, wants it, or I'm gonna throw it in the hiker box. The hiker boxes are just basically boxes that places have that hikers who don't need stuff can leave stuff, and other people can take it if they do. Can come in handy if you just need like a little bit of something, a couple baggies, things like that. They're pretty useful. It is going to be cold the next couple of days. It was cold last night. Stayed at this little shitty motel. I'll try to get some video of it when I get back, because it was $123 and split it with a buddy, and yeah, $123 was expensive for that, but they did give us a bucket to do some laundry in, which was nice. So I am relatively clean this morning. After I'm going to go back to the hotel, pick up my pack, get some water, and get out of here. The next 12-mile stretch, there's no camping, so we've got to go at least 12.6. Hopefully I'll get there early enough that there will still be sights, because I'm getting out kind of late. But yeah, that's pretty much the goings-on of the morning so far. All right, well, that was a bummer. The restaurant is closed. Talked to the guy yesterday, and he said they were going to be open at 8, so that kind of sucks. I've got food. I'm not worried about it. I just kind of wanted some coffee. But, oh well, is what it is. All right, so in an unexpected turn of events today, I am back at the Mount Laguna Lodge. After breakfast was closed, I decided to come back. I laid down on the bed for like 10 minutes because I needed to get some breakfast. I was going to figure something out either at the store or just my extra food that I had left over from what I sent that was too much in my box. I talked to Nick and kind of thought, maybe I'll see if they have rooms here again tonight. The weather it's pretty crappy out. It's about 1 o'clock now, and it's still just cold and windy and misting, and I kind of just didn't really want to start a 3-day stretch cold and wet. And it's going to be like that for the next couple of days probably. So I was able to get the same room for another night. It's just me tonight, which is kind of okay because I'm a little bit, even though you spend most of your day kind of hiking by yourself, I'm a little bit socialed out. So having a day to kind of just sit here, eat all this extra food that I've got, and kind of just recover. It has been 4 days of hiking. Having a recovery day early is not the worst thing for me to do for myself. So I'm okay with it. And bonus, I got to FaceTime with Nick. I wasn't able to yesterday. The service here is really crappy. There's also no Wi-Fi. So that was good. And then I'll talk to her tonight again while I have dinner. She's got her own thing going on, but thanks to the time difference, I'll get to have dinner with her. Yeah, so the plan for today is to basically rot and eat and just kind of watch TV and relax. Since I'm here another day, I'll clean a few things, do some bucket laundry again of some things I didn't wash. It was mostly just my fleece, shirt and pants. I didn't wash those just because I don't really wear them when I'm hiking. I mostly just kind of wear them around camp after I've at least, washed the bits and tits to get the grime off. So they're not too dirty, but I'll wash them since I have the opportunity. And yeah, that's pretty much the goings on. There's not a whole lot. Just some kind of like initial observations on the trail. It's great. I really like it. I'm enjoying being out here a whole lot. The heat during the day it's hot. It's the desert. It's, there's nothing to not expect about that. The water carries are hard. I'm glad I shaved some stuff out of my pack before I left versus what I was intending on taking on the AT. Just because it gives me more flexibility. The water carries are longer than the AT, so you're not carrying just a liter at a time. You're carrying, at most days probably 4 to 5 at some point during the day, if you're dry camping. The terrain is not nearly as rocky as at home. The climbs are not as steep. They're long, but they're not as steep. So they're just kind of a grind, but it's okay. They're kind of stuff you can just keep moving on. You don't really need to stop and catch breath too much or anything. I'm moving at a pace that I'm perfectly fine with. My pace overall probably won't change a whole lot as time goes by. I'll just spend more time in my day hiking. Right now, where it's still kind of spring, it's still cold in the mornings, it's a little harder to get up. I'm not doing as many miles, so I don't need as many hours in the day to get those miles in. But it's all going pretty well. I'm happy with everything I've got for my gear. My body feels pretty good. Tired, obviously, but it feels pretty good. I don't have any like aches or pains or anything other than just fatigue anywhere. There's a lot of people who are taking the day off today because of things like blisters or, starting to get some shin splints or, feeling some like plantar fasciitis kind of stuff going on. I'm feeling good in that respect. I don't have anything that's becoming a bother. And that was kind of my goal, was to make it to Julian, relatively unscathed, tired, but unscathed. And I think I'm doing pretty well at that. So that's kind of it. Let me turn this around and I'll show you around the room and how this is sort of situated. It's a crazy little hotel room. Okay, welcome to a Hiker Trash hotel room. As you can see, we are in nothing but pure luxury here. So I'm standing by the door. There's a little table over here. I've got my food bag and my resupply stuff. Some other stuff that I was planning on putting in the hiker box, some extra snacks that I had that I'll just eat today. I got a couple of iced teas just because it's something other than water and something other than all the other stuff that I've been drinking. My resupply bag, it is a little heavier than what I'd like, but I sent myself too much stuff. But I am not throwing away backpacker meals. I will, if I have to haul it to Julian and ship myself something ahead again, that's totally fine. I've got my Tyvek out here because I'm letting it dry out. I didn't do that yesterday and I should have, because I want to wipe this dirt off because it's gross. And also, dirt is not weight free, so why carry extra if I don't need it? They gave us some lovely buckets, which I will be utilizing again to wash a few more things. The luggage rack fan furnace combination is my dryer. This is the worst mattress I've ever slept on. I am actually probably going to put my sleeping pad on it tonight and use my quilt again. That's kind of what I did last night, except for I didn't put my sleeping pad on it. It's not comfortable, but it's fine. Yeah, this is kind of it. My bathroom, stuff I'm gonna wash later, got things all charged up. I was smart enough to ship myself a little tiny sliver of shampoo and soap, so I can shower with something decent other than the whatever crap it is that they have here that kind of irritated my skin. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just watching TV. I have a frozen burrito in the freezer, and yeah, gonna just chill for the day and sleep and talk to Nick and eat and rest and get out of here tomorrow while it's still cool, but maybe not wet and rainy. All right? Talk to you later. I think this is probably going to be the end of this video, so we'll catch you next time.